This week's Michigan Lottery Excellence in Education winner is Chad Donahue from Gladwin High School. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
We have a video from your nominator. Let's take a look.
Mr. Donahue is easily the best teacher I have ever had. He takes students on trips to go fishing at the Cedar River in our town. He makes maple syrup with us every spring, and we get to eat pancakes the day before spring break, and we all eat our pancakes in the syrup that we helped make. He takes his anatomy students. He has anatomy every 3 or 4 years. He takes anatomy students on field trips. He does a lot of that kind of cool stuff. He makes cotton candy, but he doesn't just do that kind of stuff. He makes learning fun. And I've never really had an interest in science until he was my teacher. And he just makes everything interesting and actually fun to learn. And he's just so kind. He's one of the sweetest guys I've ever met. And we're really going to miss him when he retires.
What goes through your mind as you see that?
Surprise, I guess. Humbled, I guess. Very appreciative and very humbled. That's really nice.
You know, it says something when a student takes time out, especially a current student, right?
Right, yeah, she is.
To create a video. You didn't know that she created that video, so that was a real surprise for you.
Yeah, and I see that little bugger every day, so she's good at keeping secrets too.
Are you retiring?
Not at the end of this year, but next year. Okay. So we've got one more year yet.
Yeah. So you give students, as she mentioned in the video, some real world applications for science. Talk about that. What do you do and why is that important?
I just think that it's important for students to have an immediate connection to what we're learning in biology or anatomy or zoology, something they can take home right then, not something that they have to wait for the 10 years in the future for them to benefit from it. And so that's kind of the philosophy that I've got, is to try to give them something they can take home right then and learn from it and become educated on the topic.
And that means your classroom isn't confined to those four walls. You take them out fishing and other things. Tell me some of the things that you do with the students and what that gives them. If I had my choice, and my principal would probably agree, I probably would almost never be in the classroom. We'd be traveling all over. There's a lot to be learned outside of the classroom, and even when we're at school, I've been very fortunate over my career. We have an outdoor classroom that's right outdoors of I have a large classroom anyways, but I have an outdoor classroom. We have a pollinator garden. We have a greenhouse. I've got an additional greenhouse that we have a trout farm and aquaponics in there. We've got an arboretum. We just have lots of space and lots of opportunity to get out and stay busy. You talk about a student's first try is really important to you. Expand on that. Why is that important?
I think the question on there, it was asking about the aha moment.
Yeah, so tell me about that aha moment.
Yeah, which is like a classic thing. I had just suggested that those are nice, but to me, I'm sure everyone else that you've talked to also, we have a lot of students that have challenges, and when they come to us, some of them have maybe not been very excited about education or maybe school. And so just getting them to offer me a try, just even the smallest, even just bringing a pencil to class every day where they hadn't been, or to try that first problem, or to do a warm-up where previously they haven't. I want to reward that first try, and then we'll build on that as we go. So just little steps at a time is what some of them need. Some of them come in like a rocket ship. They don't need any assistance like that. But for me, being able to make that connection and build on that first offer that they give me of a little bit of trust, really, is what it is. I'm going to build on that.
What's that like for your heart when they give you that trust for the
It's
first
pretty
time?
exciting, but you got to stay calm, right? Like you can't be like, yeah, you just got to go right along with it. So,
Yeah.
but it is exciting, and then what we can build from there. Once I can get them moving along with me, what we can build from there is pretty amazing.
I always like to ask this question. Fast forward 15 years, you run into a former student. What would you hope that student tells you about their experience so many years ago in your classroom?
Yeah, we commented. I think that's a tough question a little bit, but I would hope they would say, just what she had said, which is that I cared. I think that would probably be the most rewarding for me, is just that they knew that I cared, and that'd be good enough for me.
Why are you a teacher?
That's a tough question too, I think, but I think just to help. I think I had an interest in the sciences and in biology. I've always had that my whole life, and to be able to share that and help students that maybe haven't had that same experience or interest, I think that's probably why.
Well, Mr. Donahue, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Chad from Gladwin High School receives a $2,000 check from the Lottery Commissioner, Susanna Shkreli. Excellence in Education Awards, sponsored by the Michigan Lottery, providing more than $28 billion to public education since 1972.